This is Teamwayfinder, interviewing Erica Mendez, the voice of young Stas from Bloodlad, Aladdin from Magi the Labyrinth of Magic, and from the brand new Aniplex show.
Ryuko Matoi, I think we're gonna find some answers here.
It's great to have you on the show.
It's good to be here.
How did you get into voice acting?
Probably from watching a lot of cartoons as a kid, as I think most people kind of get into it. And I started, I think, mostly becoming into it, or started getting into it because of video games also. When I was growing up, video games started becoming more advanced, I guess, and they started including more voice acting. So when I saw, I think Final Fantasy X had come out, and it was the first Final Fantasy with voice acting. I went back and was like, well, wouldn't it be cool if the characters from like 7 or 8 or 9 had voices? And I think I had searched something online and found this website where people uploaded clips of them saying lines from the Final Fantasy games. So I think by the time I was able to record something for it, the site had gone down. So I went to go look for other sources of that same medium and ended up finding a forum called Flava, I think it was. And it was a voice acting forum where, you know, a bunch of other people that were interested in voice acting would get together and make fan dubs or audio dramas. And that's kind of how that all started for me.
How did you get more into the professional world?
I moved out to LA for one. That's a big thing. I actually didn't come out here specifically for voiceover. I'm dating Mushin Jad, who is also a voiceover actor. And he mainly came out here for voiceover, so I was just kind of content with watching him go through his process. But then I started getting opportunities where I was able to audition for stuff, and you know, I had prior experience with voiceover, so I took those opportunities, and it took a little while, maybe like a year upon moving, but I finally started getting more into it. I think getting in with Bang Zoom in particular, I took a workout or two, I believe it was 2, before I was finally given an audition. But I took 2 of the workouts with Tony Oliver, and the workouts are specifically done in LA as opposed to the classes, which they do all over the place. And Tony liked me, so he recommended me, and I guess the rest is history.
Who was your first character?
My first character was actually Pac-Man, of all characters. Yeah, that's like, it's a huge thing. I don't think too many people played the game that I voice matched the character from the Disney XD show. And that's kind of how I mostly got into it. And so that was my first video game character. My first anime was actually a adaptation of the story Treasure Island. And I played Jim Hawkins. Hawking? I get it confused with, because I was really big into Allah Star way back when, so I get the actual name confused with the anime character name. But yeah, I played him in the anime adaptation of Treasure Island that was made in like 1987 or something like that. So it's really old and really campy. And I do this very Brit-ish accent. And I say that because I'm not very well versed in accents, but I don't know, I think it kind of adds to the campiness of the movie, so.
Who's been your favorite character to voice?
Oh, you know, Ryuko's really great, but Aladdin is probably always going to be my favorite, I think. At least I say that now because I haven't done so much yet, but I really, really enjoy Aladdin. He's pretty much, I think, the perfect character in my eyes because he's just so well-rounded.
So tell us a little bit about being casted for Kill la Kill.
Oh, that was a crazy process. I auditioned for it, as you do with anime, and I wasn't expecting to get it really. And then I'm pretty sure I'd heard they were starting to cast, and I was like, oh well, I didn't get anything. That's cool, I guess. It's fine. The show's cool, but if I didn't get it, I didn't get it. There's always, next show, next time. But then they called me in, which was really crazy, and had me basically re-audition for the character. So it was kind of like a callback. And we ended up changing it from what my audition was, which is probably for the best. I don't think my audition was terribly in the Ryuko attitude, so I'm glad I had a director to kind of pull me into the character more. And yeah, I mean, we've been going pretty strong with it. She's crazy. she's lots of fun, but she screams a lot and it hurts a lot. And we haven't even gotten to like the really screamy parts yet, like past episode 11. So I'm looking forward to it, but not looking forward to it at the same time, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. What's some funny stories from the booth for you?
I don't know if I have any funny stories yet. But this is kind of gross, but for some reason, when I go into the booth, I don't burp too much normally, but for whatever reason, whenever I go into the booth, I always feel like I have to burp. So it's just, I'm always like stepping over to the side because I don't want to burp into the microphone because that's gross and, not cool.
On the beep.
Yeah, exactly. Although I did have to burp for Pac-Man, so that was kind of interesting.
Convenient.
Yeah, I think it just kind of started the whole burping thing. So now I'm just like, I feel like I need to burp all the time, I guess. I don't know. It's like subconsciously or something. But yeah, I don't really have too many funny stories yet, I don't think. Maybe someday.
Do you have any advice for up-and-coming voice actors?
You definitely want to, learn to act. That's a very important part. It's not all about the character voices. It's mostly about the acting. I unfortunately didn't take too many acting classes because I had stage fright. I really regret not having done that. I think I would have benefited so much from it. I'm starting to take more classes now, which I think is really helping. But you definitely want to start the acting classes early on. I think that would benefit, up and coming actors. Even if you've got stage fright, it's probably a good idea to try it anyway, just to help you get over that stage fright. Because I think probably the best way to get over something like that I know now, I didn't know back then, but is to actually just go out and do it. Force yourself to do it, and learn how to act on stage. And you can of course take voiceover classes. You never want to stop learning, basically. I know people that are, more established, like way more established than me, that still take classes. And, they're always learning and finding out new things about themselves and about their acting. So definitely a lot of practice, take a lot of classes. It's a little expensive, but, you got to do what you got to do.
It's been a great interview. Do you have any final thoughts?
I just really hope everybody likes Kill la Kill. I've been working really hard, and I haven't seen, any of it yet. I'm looking forward to watching it at Anime Expo. They're premiering the first episode, and then the DVDs go on sale on the 15th of July. So I'm really looking forward to watching it. And I hope everyone else is too.
It's been great having you on the show.
Thank you.